all of it's just really crispy. I'm gonna rip the cobs off just to see. But I need to start clearing this area out to grow something for the fall, so I'm just gonna pull them out.
Open up, you OPN, hit you on BBM. We should be closer than friends. If you OPN.
So I just pulled up all the corn out of that bed there. And this is pretty much what it looked like while it was still planted. It just completely burnt and dried back. So to start our fall garden, I just wanted to clear the bed out, get rid of this crunchy stuff, and kind of just analyze and see what I could have done wrong. So this is my first year growing corn, and I really just went into it just thinking that I can just plant the corn and it'll grow me cobs. I kind of learned like halfway into that it was a little bit more than just planting the seeds. Like with green onions or like a bush jade bean, they kind of germinate fast and then they start producing flowers and then you see the fruit in no time. But with the corn, it was a little different. It was a process. Wait for it to grow, then you wait for the pollen sacs to grow, and then you have to wait for the silks to come in, and then once the silks get pollinated, then you get your cobs. So about halfway into the process, the pollen sacs were coming in and the silks started to develop. So then I knew I was on the right track. Then once the silks started to get long and they were able to get some kind of pollination, I noticed the leaves starting to turn yellow. And I researched, of course, and I found out that corn loves nitrogen. So I started to feed my plants with nitrogen. I only did it twice and it seemed to be doing its job. That the leaves were turning green, and that's what I wanted, from yellow to green. So I thought I was on the right track. And then once we got to like the beginning of August, when the heat really got intense during the day, 100+ degrees, really high humidity at nighttime, and then really dry days, I just kind of noticed that the corn was turning into crunchy leaves. So I really don't know what went wrong here. I mean, they're just so crunchy. I'm definitely not giving up. I'll try a different technique next year, and I'll try a bigger plot. I'll plant a lot more corn, and maybe we'll have a better shot at it next year. But I just wanted to make this video because that was kind of like the biggest fail that I've had since gardening, and I want to take note of it. You know, it's like a video diary. I'm tracking my progress, and I want to show you guys that you'll have some success and you'll have some losses. Just take the loss as a educational curve and keep it moving, because I'm gonna put some radish in there and they'll be ready for fall harvest. So it doesn't really bother me. The pack of seeds was only like $2, so it's not that bad. But one thing that I do want to just throw out there and see if any of you guys are experiencing this, I had a lot of ant action in the corn bed. I don't know if it was because of the constant falling of the pollen down on the floor and amongst the leaves that it was attracting the ants, but it was like a major problem. And even when I'm ripping up the corn, there's ants inside of the soil, so maybe that contributed to, I don't know, maybe root damage. I'm not too sure yet, but just wanted to show you guys what happened to me, and we'll try again next year.